Alright, everybody, welcome back to another review. I am Demo the Warrior here with Austin the Artist, and tonight we are going to be mainly reviewing the, I guess, TV pay-per-view, if you want to say it like
I
that.
don't know. It's TV special, freaking whatever, freaking flippy dippy session. God dang,
This
Young
was
Bucks like torture.
this
Like
was AEW Beach Break. So, it was the same length as a regular Dynamite. It kind of felt like a Dynamite, to be honest. It didn't
it
really
was just
feel like
dynamite.
anything
It was just a
special.
Dynamite with just the beach themed.
Yeah. Basically, so I guess we're gonna get into talking about the show. I wasn't watching at first because I was trying to. So
Dude,
I was
you
having
literally missed
problems.
nothing.
I was having problems with my. I was watching this on Watch Wrestling, which they live stream every wrestling show, and so I kept having problems with my stream. So I wasn't watching this at first. What was the first thing on the show?
The Battle Royal.
So
It
was
was
it
just the
the?
Battle Royal. They just
Was,
started off with freaking Jungle Boy coming out.
so what was the battle royal for exactly?
A number one contendership for the World Tag Team Championships, which, if the Young Bucks won, they got to pick their opponents. That did not happen, luckily.
Yeah.
So basically, it was a standard battle royal, except for everybody started outside. I got freaking TNA Vince Russo reverse battle royal vibes from it. Like, you remember that crap?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I got from it. And they finally all come in, and surprisingly, Matt Jackson gets thrown out fast.
Good.
Like, the inner circle has been took out like everybody pretty much. Top Flight and Private Party fought. Gallows eliminated the other member of Private Party, which Gallows and Harrison weren't even in the match. They were trying to help the Young Bucks, and then MJF threw out Nick Jackson. So they were gone from this match. So it was basically, the last of it was Sammy Guevara, Chris Jericho, and MJF, and then there was also one dude from the Acclaimed, one dude from Top Flight, and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy was the first to go out. Then the dude from no, it was the dude from the Acclaimed that went out. Then Sammy Guevara went out. Then MJF. Then it was just Top Flight, the guy from Top Flight. I don't even know his name. Versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho hits him with a Judas effect with his like flabby freaking, like, I don't even know. But like, he's built like freaking Fred Flintstone. Like, Jericho would hit him with a Judas effect, or what I like to call the COVID effect, and wins the match for MJF and Jericho. So it'll be MJF and Jericho versus the Young Bucks at Revolution.
Yes, sir.
Which, honestly, since we reviewed this show, are we going to review Revolution? Do you think we should?
When is it?
The 7th of March.
It's on a Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It depends on what the card is.
Well, so far the card, from what I've seen,
Sting and Darby Allin versus Team Taz in a street fight. I know that.
and then the freaking tag match that just got announced. Next was Sting and Darby Allin.
This
They
is where
came
I
out
started
there.
watching.
Yeah, so you can take the floor with this one since I took the floor with the other one.
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying, but basically the gist of it was they came out and were talking, and then the next thing I know, apparently on Dynamite, was it a Dynamite or Revolution that?
Revolution.
So a Revolution for some random reason, freaking Jelly Nutella Joey Janela is getting a TNT title shot.
Oh no, wait, that's Dynamite.
Oh
That's
yeah, Dynamite. I was
Dynamite.
gonna say because they're in the other match, so
Yeah.
on Dynamite they're gonna be doing Joey Janela versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship for no reason.
Don't know why. He's been stuck in a dead end team with Sonny Kiss of all people. So
Mm-hmm.
next was Demo's favorite match: Thunder Rosa versus Britt
Mm-hmm.
Baker.
So this is where I started paying attention to the show because whatever gear Thunder Rosa was wearing looked really good. I, I really liked it. She kind of had like I guess Superman colored gear. I don't know if it was supposed to be that, but
From what
she
I'm looking, it has red, blue, and gold and white.
she wrestled the freaking dentist Britt Baker, fucking Britt Bakery.
Adam Cole's freaking chick.
Uh, to be honest, I don't know what Adam Cole sees in it. I mean, if he's happy, he's happy, but she's not. I mean, she's decent looking, but she's fucking a horrible wrestler. Britt Baker sucks.
Maybe he just gets like free dentist appointments or something. I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But freaking, it was a good match. I can't say it wasn't. It was a decent good match up until the end, where for some reason, and this is Britt Baker's fault. She exposed the I think it was the bottom turnbuckle, and she grabbed,
No, that wasn't Britt Baker. That was freaking Rebel or Rebby or what, Reba or what the freak ever her name
it
is.
was Rebel from TNA, but the turnbuckle was exposed, so Britt Baker grabs Thunder Rosa and goes to do a move onto the exposed turnbuckle, but she botches and like Thunder Rosa like slips, so she like sloppily drives her into the exposed turnbuckle, and it looked weak as hell. And then apparently Thunder Rosa was knocked out.
So she
from
hits the
that.
lockjaw and makes Thunder Rosa pass out, basically.
Yeah, and they just called off the match. And I'm like, well, that was a fucking stupid ending, but hey, Thunder Rosa's ass looked great, so at least I got something out of that.
Next, I will take on this one because it's Matt Hardy and Hangman Page.
Oh no, you won't. I'm taking this one.
Okay, wait.
Fucking-
Well, first it's the backstage segment. Apparently, last week there was a backstage segment where Matt Hardy was begging Hangman Page to team with him because Matt Hardy can't do nothing.
He can't
So
do
then
anything
they
without
take-
Jeff.
So then they take on Chaos Project.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that tried to ruin freaking Brody Jr.'s birthday party.
Yeah, the freaking the puzzle and the pedo, as I'm gonna call them. Fucking so. Matt Hardy wrestled with his shirt off for the first time in a while, and I didn't realize how much of a dad bod Matt Hardy has now. But I mean, he has
He's got like 5 kids now.
yeah,
right?
he has a fourth kid on, either just had his kid or has a fourth kid on the way. It's his first baby girl, so congratulations to him on that. But nevertheless, Matt wrestled without a shirt off, and I was like, Matt. But so I don't know. I understand his pelvis is fused with his back or whatever. But Matt Hardy runs like a cartoon character. I don't know, like he does this, like the way he moves around. He looks all like numbly bumbly. I don't know why. He looks like he doesn't even know half of what he's doing in the ring anymore. And like all he was doing was his typical moves, like throwing the side effect and fucking climbing up on the second rope and doing the hand sign and then the leg drop or elbow, whatever. Wasn't really all that exciting. It's same old Matt Hardy that we've seen since freaking the 90s. Nothing really too different, too spicy. I mean, he kind of, like him now, kind of reminds me of V1 Matt Hardy, but with less character. Because now, like we talked about, he's this the truth is the truth heel Matt Hardy character, and it's just kind of bland and boring. And for some odd reason, he begged the team with Adam Page. I don't know why. But they won this match. I was not paying attention to the ending. How did this match end?
It basically ended with Hangman Page doing all the work and then Matt Hardy tagging in and getting the pin.
Yeah, so it ended like
Next,
that, and then freaking Matt Hardy went to either shake Hangman Page's hand or something, and then Hangman was like kind of looking like he didn't want to do it. Then he just raised Matt Hardy's hand. And I was like, okay, well this is fucking stupid,
next,
pointless.
Chris Jericho and MJF try to celebrate the inner circle,
Didn't
but
watch this
Sammy
part.
Guevara, isn't having it.
This was around when my stream started having problems where it was like freezing and like buffering, so I didn't see
Sammy
this segment.
Guevara sucks as this sympathetic, like, you eliminated me, you shouldn't have done that. He sounds like a freaking 6-year-old that lost his popsicle.
Oh my god.
And then next was Miro, Kip Sabian, and Charles Taylor getting ready for the wedding backstage with Tony Schiavone.
Penelope Ford and Kip
Miro
Sabian's wedding. The
Miro
worst
was
segment on the
sitting
show.
there. Dude, Miro in this interview was sitting there fixing Kip Sabian's hair, and like, it was freaking weird. Miro still looks like he's wearing sweatpants, dude. Like he's still. Are those sweatpants, or am I wrong?
I want to know, honestly, is Miro happy with his role in AEW right now? Because I can't see possibly how he's more happy doing this crap than he
I
was in
honestly
WWE.
feel like I feel like it's worse
So
than
do
the
I.
Lashley and Lana angle. Like it's legit the same. He's been through 2 weddings in the past year and a half. Think about that. Like,
exactly, and it's like even like on Sunday when we watched the Royal Rumble, like my friends were talking about, because we're just chatting wrestling, and the topic of Miro came up, and like most of my friends agreed that Miro is trash now, and that they should be pushing him as like a dominant guy, and he should be at least fighting for the TNT Championship by now as like a
if he,
freaking like really big strong guy, like a threat in that division.
dude,
But
he was immediately done for after he came out or like debuting with the Minnie Mouse shirt and pajama pants on.
and like they were just saying like AEW's messing up Miro and he's worse than he was in WWE. And then some of my the freaking Tony especially was saying, oh, he's fine, he's not that bad. And I'm not even gonna get into that, but I'm just like, this dude left WWE. Well, he got released, but he left WWE, and he made it known that he wasn't happy several times. So then he comes to AEW and does the same stuff he was doing in WWE, but honestly worse. And I'm like, is he happy? Because if he was complaining before about this stuff, it's just the same shit, different company. So is Miro happy with where he's at in AEW? Because I just can't see how he is. And if he's gonna keep doing segments like this, then I don't care to see Miro wrestle ever again.
He's not even that good. His first match in AEW, I remember watching it. He legit like botched every move except for the accolade, or what he likes to call the game over.
Oh yeah, because he's upset. Like his character likes video games now. All of a sudden, I mean, he is a Twitch streamer, so
not a successful one. Next was the wedding, and I mean they did have some cool cameos. Like I like seeing Dr. James Mitchell, who, if you didn't know, I know Demo didn't know, manage Abyss in Abyss's first run, and old like NWA TNA. So,
didn't you say Jerry Lynn was there too?
Yeah, Jerry Lynn walked Penelope Ford down the aisle, or the rampway.
So I'm sorry, like now even seeing this wedding segment, I'm convinced that they're making I swear by her ring gear and now this wedding segment, it's like they're trying to make Penelope Ford Lana.
I know.
She feels exactly 100% like Lana's long lost twin.
So Demo went to the bathroom in this, but he saw some of it. I'm gonna mention the stuff that he didn't see. They're getting to the stuff where Dr. James Mitchell is like, is there anybody that objects? And Miro cuts in, takes the mic. I've been through this twice already. I've been through this twice. Let's move on. Move on. And he sounds so like petty and like
Mhm.
idiotic. And then Miro's looking around like he lost his freaking stash, like he was Jeff Hardy and he was looking for his
Mhm.
stash. And he looks at the freaking uh big giant present that's like life size and breaks it, and it turns out it's like a freaking lamp.
Mhm.
And then Miro's doing this whole freaking promo and starting to sing, and then they say I do, Kip, do, and Penelope Ford kiss. It looks like they're freaking, they don't know how to. It looks like they're just mashing their faces together.
Mhm. The funny thing is, they're an actual couple too.
I know. So it looks like they just don't know. Like, look it up on Google, man.
Unless
Like,
they weren't comfortable kissing on live TV, but
I mean, that would have made it more uncomfortable because then people would think, oh, wow, I've seen, like, there is some, that looked awful. That looked like they were eating each other's faces, dude. Then, oh, the worst part of the goddamn segment. Miro gets his foot chained up. It's not even hooked to anything. I don't even know
yeah.
how he gets it chained up and he can't move. But Charles Taylor, who is Chuck Taylor, freaking garbage, falafel waffle piece of like flabby Jericho bullcrap. Outlaw Mud Show, the guy who threw the invisible grenade in PWG. He sits there and hits Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian freaking looks at him
It's not
like
Chuck
no
Taylor
sells it.
anymore. It's Charles.
Whatever. Kip Sabian looks at him like, what did you just do? And then somehow Miro gets a hold of Charles Taylor and tries to they try to do a double team, but then Kip Sabian hits Miro. They stare at each other. Then Penelope Ford gets on top of Charles Taylor, and they're sitting there like beating up Charles Taylor, all three of them. And then Orange Cassidy
Cassidy.
saw the goddamn cake because you know what? They did it with Miro.
Uh-huh.
So I
He also got to
mean,
see his second favorite wrestler in this segment.
nah, man, no. And then they bring out Orange Cassidy. He sits there, hits a beach break on Kip Sabian. Penelope Ford looks awful. Miro looks even worse in his pajama pants. Freaking, they go out in a blaze of glory, and this god awful segment is over.
What was next?
Let me look.
Because I forget. Because I know
The
the main event.
lumberjack match
Oh, yeah.
between Lance Archer and Eddie Kingston, which I thought was gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
Thought
like
wrong.
Dean Ambrose. Nope.
So freaking this match, from what I saw of it, was kind of dumb. So they had a lumberjack match, and freaking Lance Archer was doing dives, and he barely even was able to get enough
Dude,
height
he
to
tried to
the
do an
dive.
Undertaker, Roman Reigns style dive, and he
Mhm.
looked like he was gonna hit the
And
ropes.
for some reason, Eddie Kingston was wanting to be in the lumberjacks and fight the lumberjacks. I don't know why.
I don't
And
know.
this,
They made Eddie Kingston, who is usually good, do if Eddie Kingston's in a regular match where it's doing promos, he's good. They made Eddie Kingston look like garbage.
yeah.
He even
But
made Lance Archer look like garbage, but in the end, Lance Archer wins with the what's his move called? It's like it's like a reverse crucifix, and then he drops him. Oh, the blackout. Blackout.
I'm glad you remembered that because I didn't. What was the main event next?
Let me see.
Oh, they had
No,
the segment with
this I need to.
FTR.
This I need to take over. Oh my freaking god! So I see FTR, which have been made. They've been made like a joke ever since they lost the titles after a month of having them. I'm so mad at that. But like,
Again,
so
more people that were in WWE unhappy. They go to AEW and they're getting treated the same. They can't be happy. right now.
They can't be, exactly, because of what they're doing. I'm gonna say what they're doing, and it's stupid. So Tully Blanchard's cutting this promo. Like FTR aren't even talking. Like that's their best quality besides their wrestling style. And they're sitting there letting Tully talk. And Tully then goes over to the corner, and all you freaking see is Marco Stunt in these handcuffs on a chair with freaking duct tape to his mouth. His wrists look so small that he could probably get out of the handcuffs. Like he wouldn't even need butter or anything like that. He could probably just slip out of them. It's probably like that scene in freaking In-Game where the chick has the ropes and she could just get out of them, but she doesn't. Like it's that freaking easy. So why would you need to restrain that little twerp of all people? Like why? Why not get the big guy? Why not get Luchasaurus? Like, why not steal him?
Yeah.
Then Joey Janela apparently did a promo. I guess we both missed this. Yeah. Apparently talking about his TNT Championship title shot. I don't know what he said. I'm not even going to watch it because his promos are garbage. Then next was the main event. Oh wait, no, they announced the freaking. They announced two things and did the Shaq thing, but I'll do the first thing first. They announced the participants for the Women's Eliminator Tournament. Whoever wins it gets a shot at Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I saw, they had some good people. They had Thunder Rosa, Serena Deeb, Anna Jay. Like, they had some good people in it. But then they had some awful people like Tay Conti and somebody else. There was somebody else in there that I don't like. And then the other half apparently is like a Japan side of everybody that I just do not know. Just random freaking names that aren't signed. Oh, okay, so they had this whole Japan side, right?
Uh-huh.
Think about that. The American side had Riho.
Yeah. And the champions Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, so how does that make sense?
I don't know, but
she was stuck in Japan for so long. Like
AEW's women's division is so bad that not even bad, it's so lacking that they don't have anywhere near enough women for the tournament. All these Japanese women they're bringing in ain't winning. That's obvious. They're just bringing them in so they can fill out a tournament because they don't have anywhere near enough women.
They're gonna at least build up one of the Japanese women because it's like the King of the Ring tournament. One side you're gonna have one person winning from that side going to the finals, and then one person from that side going to the finals.
Well, they beat the freaking U.S. side. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I hope Thunder Rosa wins it, but I don't think she will.
I honestly hope either Thunder Rosa or Serena Deeb, but I doubt it.
Yeah. It'll probably be Britt Baker.
I'm gonna let you take this one over. I'm gonna let you take this one over because it's Shaq on Sports Center or whatever he was freaking on.
So they're doing this thing now they've announced it's gonna be Cody and Red Velvet, who I don't know who the fuck that is, but Red Velvet taking on Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal in I'm guessing, intergender tag team match. I'm not sure really, but they did this thing with Shaq on Sports Center. How what did he call him? He called him something
Cupcake Cody.
Yeah, Cupcake
and
Cody.
Pumpkin Pie Red Velvet.
Freaking so Shaq was saying how he's gonna hit Cody with a left hand shot, like a punch, and how he's saying he's gonna knock Cody out, and he's gonna wrestle Cody, and everybody that was on the panel with him were like, "What, Shaq? Are you crazy?" and this and that. And the Shaq gets up and starts punching the glass, and the people are like, "All right, that is enough, Shaq." Like they're getting mad at him. So freaking, they didn't even book it for Revolution. This is gonna be on Dynamite March 3rd, I think, right?
Yeah, so that's the Dynamite before the 7th, so which would be the Revolution. I'm assuming what they're gonna do is they're gonna make that match in the DQ, and they're gonna have Shaq versus Cody at Revolution.
I mean, I was telling Austin this. All you have to do, if you want to know how good Shaq's going to be in the ring, just go watch his WWE stuff where he had his moments, quote unquote, in battle royals and against the Big Show. That's all you need to know about how Shaq's going to perform.
Do you want to see what Cody said about it?
What did he say?
He said, "Nothing but respect for such a legendary athlete in Shaq. And I have no doubt Jade will be a dominant figure in our women's division. But they can't touch me in the ring, and Velvet is true grit. See Shaq March 3rd on AEW Dynamite."
I mean, I understand the whole Shaq as a legend thing because his whole NBA career. I get that, but Jade Cargill hasn't done a damn thing, and so far she's been bad at everything she's done.
Once.
She
had a package tonight. She had a package tonight about her just lifting weights. That's not wrestling.
No, that's bodybuilding. That's two different things.
Yeah, like
So-
that doesn't impress me. If she could lift 1,000 pounds, I don't care. But if she can't throw a punch right, I'm not gonna care. Like,
But people don't care how good she wrestles Austin because people on Instagram only care about how hot Jade Cargill is because I see people talking about how hot she is and how she has big tits and this and that.
That's like people saying Nia Jax is, and that's not. No disrespect to her. No disrespect to Jade Cargill, because she's probably an amazing athlete, even though she looks like Shelton Benjamin. But like, you know, she's not attractive really. She's not that attractive.
Jim Cornette said she has the legs of Rhino and the upper body of Shelton Benjamin, and he said she looks like Shelton Benjamin with a wig.
Like, no disrespect. I'm not even trying to disrespect. She's just like not, at least not to me. If you could like that, more power to you.
I'd take her over Nia Jax.
I mean, yeah, definitely, most definitely. But like,
well, yeah, so that's going to be happening. But with that being said, now we get to move on to Austin's favorite match of the night.
No, it was the worst match of the goddamn show.
With Austin's favorite wrestler, Kenny Omega.
No, I
and
can't
his third favorite wrestler, Rey Fenix. And his fourth favorite wrestler, Jon Moxley.
No, this match was a garbage fire. I swear to God, they were making up spots as they go.
The only thing that really pissed me off in this match was Rey Fenix and Kenny Omega. Jon Moxley didn't really make me that mad.
Jon Moxley was still doing his freaking shimmying crap. Shimmying like freaking... He looked like a bad version of Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero could shimmy. Freaking Jon Moxley looks like he's trying to be Eddie Guerrero, but he's failing miserably. But, okay, so... We're going to talk about Kenny Omega and Rey Fenix. Because I'm going to talk about him first. All Kenny Omega freaking did was V-trigger, 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 V-trigger. Tony, why do you like this guy?
That's all he does in all of his matches, V-triggers.
I'm gonna hate knee strikes. I like knee strikes when Buddy Murphy does it. I don't like knee strikes when Kenny Omega does it, because he does it 50 times a match.
Oh, but Austin, Kenny Omega hit a DDT in this match.
Wow, he could hit a basic move?
Oh, and he went for a dragon suplex on Jon Moxley, but it got countered.
Wow, he could try to hit a garbage move?
Oh, but Austin...
And then, I need to talk about Rey Fenix, dude. I need to talk about Rey Fenix. He did this backflip. He went to the top rope, hit a backflip, landed on his feet, like rolled backwards, went back on his feet again, and then hit a cutter on Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sense? Why? Why? What? Where? When? How? Why? I don't watch no AAA Lucha Libre. The only AAA I know of is AAA batteries. Okay, like, like I don't freaking watch AAA. And all you AAA stands, oh, you know this, there's this, Psycho Clown guy, that's for Cain Velasquez debut. That, we could have this Pentagon Jr. And, okay, I think I only heard about AAA once, and that's when Killer Cross was there. And I heard he like, actually, like, shooted on somebody there. And, like, I heard about the story about how Jeff Jarrett got drunk in AAA. And I could see why, because if they're doing spots like that, God, Jeff, but like, I don't know, like, why? And then, like, Ray Phoenix a couple times almost died in the ring. Like, legit, he botches so many moves.
Oh,
and then Kenny Omega with more freaking V triggers. And did he go for the one-winged angel in this? Because that's like his only two moves.
I don't remember him going for it. He might have. I was like,
I don't
half
know.
in, half out of this match.
This match went to picture-in-picture, and then when it came back from picture-in-picture, Luke Gallows was in it. Took Ray Phoenix down with a boot or whatever he freaking does, what his 4 moves are, because he only can hit 4, and then pins Ray Phoenix for the win. Pac, Moxley, the Good Brothers did really nothing in this match.
And Pac was the only person I cared about in this match.
Yeah, Pac should be world champion, not freaking Kenny Twinkle Toes Omega.
Yeah.
Stop with your V triggers. Stop with your one-winged angels. Go to a wrestling school.
Fucking Ray Phoenix made me mad in this match, and this is what I'm talking about with the AEW flip stuff. I know there's people that like that style, but Ray Phoenix is just one of those guys that, like, he's like Jack Evans or like people like that just do it too much. And like there was instances in this match where like Ray Phoenix was going for a kick in the corner, but he can't just do a kick in the corner. He's got to do a 360 spin to do a kick in the corner. Then he has to do a 360 spin flip just to do a super kick. And it's like, why?
Dude, he looks like do you know in the Mario games, like the Super Mario games, when you do a spin jump? That's what he freaking looks like.
Yeah. Like he adds like extra stuff onto it that doesn't need to be added. Just do the move. I just don't understand. Like just do the move.
You don't need to take after like your favorite Italian plumber and spin jump everywhere, okay? Just sit there and be a bootleg Rey Mysterio. I don't want your AAA batteries. I don't want your goddamn flippy dippy cutters. I don't.
I don't know. This main event kind of sucked. It felt like another Dynamite. I didn't really see a reason to call this Beach Break because it wasn't really anything special, really.
They didn't even have really any palm trees or anything.
They had like 2 surfboards by the entrance, and that was really it. And
I remember last time when they did Bash at the Beach, they at least had they had people in swimsuits and like palm trees.
Yeah.
Like everything, they went all out.
Oh, but Austin, you didn't talk about what happened after the main event, because from New Japan, Kenta showed up and attacked Jon Moxley because they're fighting over the IWGP US Championship, and I'm guessing since
freaking
Kenta...
Kenny Omega. Oh no, wait! Before that, everything broke like everything broke out into a brawl. So it's just Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in the ring. Moxley sits there. He's sitting there. He's getting up. He looks like he's slithering like a snake. Like he can't physically walk. And then he gets up slowly, sticks his tongue out, freaking gets up, and then Kenta shows up and knocks him down. Hits a go to sleep.
Oh.
Jon Moxley, so he gets hit with the go to sleep, falls down, sits up, falls down, and then falls down again with his hands behind his back.
it was the most unrealistic go to sleep cell I've ever seen. And for some reason, Kenta's hair is pink now. I don't know why.
I
But
don't freaking know.
so I'm guessing since Kenta
And
was
then
on
freaking,
AEW, that means New Japan's part of this multi-promotion deal. I guess I don't
I
see
don't
any
know.
other reason they would have him on if it
And then
wasn't.
Kenny Omega sit there and looked at Kenta like he was fresh meat. Like,
Yeah, that's where I
like
was
I'm gonna bury
confused
you next. I'm gonna bury you next.
because like you got Kenny, the Good Brothers, and the Young Bucks, who are the quote unquote elite Bullet Club, and then you have the Tongans, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Bad Luck Fale, Kenta, and whoever else is in the Bullet Club in New Japan,
Don't
and
forget Haku.
they're especially Tama Tonga was very mad about them calling themselves the
Dude,
Bullet Club, saying that they're
Tama
ripoffs, and
Tonga
he called
freaking
the
went off.
he called the Good Brothers traitors, and like they were saying that they need a cease and desist for doing the Too Sweet and this and that. Like they were, Tama Tonga was going off about it.
Yeah,
So I don't know if they're gonna do a Bullet Club versus Bullet Club in the future. If New Japan is gonna be a part of this thing like Impact is, I don't know. I guess we'll have
I
to
don't
find
freaking
out. I guess
know.
I don't know, but that was how Beach Break went off the air, and that was AEW Beach Break for February 3rd, 2021.
I think that might be our quickest review, honestly.
Well, do you want me to talk about? You want me to tell you what happened on NXT?
Sure. I mean, I didn't put
So
NXT in the thumbnail, but whatever.
so I'm just going by their YouTube clips. I don't know what was in what order. But Edge was on NXT tonight, and before we did this review, Austin and I listened to the Edge segments, which were pretty good on NXT.
Yeah.
So they did Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Actually, let me, because I want to see who won, not just the matches. Actually, let me.
Yeah, I would go and see that because I honestly don't want to watch NXT right now. I still have to watch Raw from Monday.
Uh, hold on, WWE Twitter. All right, it's loading. Hold on. Fuck off. Fucking Twitter. Alright, hold on. Tweets and replies. Alright, does WWE tweet it or is it NXT?
I think both does. I would just go to NXT.
Here we go. WWE NXT. Oh, so the Valentine's show is called Vengeance Night.
What?
Yeah, it's oh sorry, NXT Vengeance Day. Sorry. All right, hold on. Let me
They had a
scroll.
perfect opportunity to call it St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yep. But they went with Vengeance of all things. Hold on. I'm scrolling through the Twitter. Twitter's being kind of laggy.
Freak out, man. I know they're not going to try to use Over the Edge.
I hope not. Maybe they'll use Rock Bottom at some point. Or fucking
Oh,
take
God.
over Insurrection or take
Well, there's a
over
reason they wouldn't use Over the Edge, because that'd be disrespectful.
take over Fatal 4-Way or some shit.
Oh, you take over Money in the Bank.
God damn it. Hold on. They NXT tweets so much.
I don't know why, dude.
Still scrolling. Jesus freaking Christ. I'm literally have scrolled down 20 times and they're still not at the beginning of the show.
God, dude.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm at the beginning. NXT is just an hour away. Let me keep scrolling. NXT starts now. Um, so they start off with Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez in another women's Dusty Classic match. And Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. So they had, let me get this straight, they had Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter defeat Tony Storm and Mercedes Martinez just to lose to Dakota Kai and Raquel the next week.
From what I heard, apparently there's going to be a Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter heel turn.
As if there ain't enough heels on NXT already.
I know.
Then they did Austin Theory versus Leon Ruff.
That actually sounds good.
Let me see who won.
Please, Austin Theory, dude.
And then freaking Ember Moon and Candice LeRae got involved.
Don't tell me they turned into a mixed tag, please.
Hold on. Fucking.
I swear to God, they turned into a mixed tag.
Dexter Loomis came back and got involved and apparently ripped out Austin Theory's hair and sniffed it.
Why can't they just leave Austin Theory alone? He's one of the best guys they have on that roster.
Then they had a promo thing for Tian Sha, some Japanese person that kind of looks like Su Yung from Impact with face when she had the face paint.
That's legit. That's probably the whatever the manager is for Boa and Xia Li, freaking Curtain Head and goddamn bootleg Agent Smith.
Then they did the Lucha House Party versus hold on a second.
Was MSK on this show?
Lucha House Party versus Legado del Fantasma.
Oh my god. Do I care? No.
Legado del Fantasma beat Lucha House Party. So they had the Lucha House Party beat Imperium just to lose to Raul Mendoza and Santos Escobar the next week.
Man.
So where's
MSK? Did they already lose? They're my picks to win the Dusty Classic.
Next week Raul Mendoza and Santos Escobar face MSK in the semifinals.
Okay, MSK, you better freaking win, because I don't want to see no goddamn Legado del Fantasma win the Dusty Classic. I'm sorry.
And then Edge came out and did a promo with the NXT champion Finn Balor and his challenger Pete Dunne. And this was a really good promo because we watched it. Well, I watched it and Austin listened. It was on YouTube. I love when Edge gets very passionate in his promos. You can tell that he loves it so much. Edge was basically saying that NXT, he wanted to come to NXT because NXT is focused on the second W of WWE, which is wrestling. And he said that NXT is what gave him his passion back to want to make his return. And the passion he saw in NXT is what, the passion he got from watching NXT is what helped him win the Royal Rumble and this and that. And so he was talking about that, and he was saying he sees himself in Pete Dunne, and he says that Finn Balor is on a whole nother level and is untouchable as NXT champion. But he also pointed out that he went up to the NXT title and pointed at it. He said, I've never had that. So he said he's going to be watching at TakeOver Vengeance Day when they do Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne for the NXT title. Edge is going to be watching, and he said depending on the outcome of that match, that might make Edge's decision on who he's facing at Mania.
Which, if you think about it, if Edge wins at Mania, if he picks the NXT Championship, we could see Edge versus Karrion Kross.
Edge versus Adam Cole. Edge versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Edge versus, I don't know who else they would put. Maybe Ciampa. I don't know. But, I mean,
I don't think Ciampa.
I would rather see Edge versus Balor than Edge versus McIntyre or Reigns. to be honest.
Yeah,
I feel like they're most likely gonna go with Reigns because they're gonna want to do a spear versus spear thing because they didn't get to do it last year with Goldberg.
I'm curious of what they're gonna do with the WWE title.
I don't know.
Because Drew said that he doesn't want to face the Fiend. Randy Orton would be a boring freaking option because they've already done it 5 goddamn times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that was Edge's first segment on this show. And then apparently at Vengeance Day, Johnny Gargano will be defending the North American title against Kushida. And they got in a backstage brawl.
What?
And then
Not
Mercedes,
the freaking...
Martinez, Tony Storm, and Io Shirai got into another brawl. And then Cameron Grimes returns next week. Then Santos Escobar defends his cruiserweight title. Well, he defended his cruiserweight title against Kurt Stallion. It doesn't say if he won.
Sorry, my freaking controller died.
Santos Escobar defended the cruiserweight championship against Kurt Stallion.
And who in the blue heck
and then
Kurt Stallion?
Scarlett came out during the match, and then apparently Austin Theory beat whoever he was facing because for some reason they put that out of order. Yeah, Scarlett was just watching this match. For some reason they're saying keep your eyes on the match, Escobar. Your days as champion will be numbered. Is Killer Cross gonna go for the cruiserweight championship? Because that's
they don't do that. Don't do that.
Freaking Santos Escobar retained the cruiserweight title, and Scarlett was watching him, I guess.
Triple H, I will never forgive you. I swear to God.
Yeah, Killer Cross attacks Santos Escobar.
No.
Run along, Escobar, WWE, while you can. That's what
he's over
Cross
205 pounds.
Oh my god. Alright, so Undisputed Era's Adam Cole and Roderick Strong battled Timothy Thatcher and Ciampa in the Dusty Classic. That was next. But before that, Edge was leaving the arena and Killer Cross walked up to Edge and had some words. He said if Edge wins the NXT Championship, he doesn't have to worry about Finn Balor or Pete Dunne. The person he's going to have to worry about is Killer Cross. Because
what are they doing with Killer Cross? What are they doing with him?
He's going for two titles, apparently.
He's beefing with Santos Escobar. On Twitter, he's beefing with Randy Orton. Now he's beefing with Edge. He's beefing with Balor. He's beefing with Pete. He's beefing with Kyle.
Alright, so here's some of the matches they announced. They announced Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne for the NXT Championship at Vengeance Day. Io Shirai versus Tony Storm versus Mercedes Martinez for the NXT Women's Championship. Johnny Gargano versus Kushida for the North American Championship.
Why is Kushida getting the title shot?
I think that would be a good women's triple threat.
Austin Theory needs to turn on Johnny Gargano. Austin Theory is one of the best mid-carders they have.
But he needs to be part of the way, Austin.
No, he doesn't. The only way he should be going is for the North American title way or the NXT title way. Okay? Austin Theory is great.
But up next, they did Timothy Thatcher and Ciampa versus the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole and Roderick Strong.
Okay, no, wait.
What?
Wasn't Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa fighting last week?
Yep, but they're a team in the Dusty Classic now.
God dang it, Triple H. Why? Paul Levesque.
Oh, also,
what is your problem?
Timothy Thatcher and Ciampa beat the Undisputed Era.
You mother...
So now Undisputed Era's out of the tournament, I guess. Oh, and then they got into a brawl. Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher got into a brawl with James Drake and Zach Gibson, and they'll be facing them next week on NXT.
Who?
Let me read their names again. James Drake and Zach Gibson.
Drake? That's all I can say to that.
And that was the main event of NXT this week. So that was NXT for this week.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm glad we watched AEW.
The only good thing, it seems, from NXT was the Edge segments.
My lord.
So, Killer Cross is gonna go. He's gonna fight for the. I guarantee they're gonna announce Karrion Kross versus Santos Escobar for the Cruiserweight Championship at Vengeance Day. I see it happening. Imagine Karrion Kross as the Cruiserweight champ. And that's his first. Well, not his first, but that's the title he wins before winning back the NXT title, the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm sorry, the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
No, he can't win that title. That title was tainted by Enzo Amore 2 years ago.
Well, he's attacking the champion. I'm assuming that means he's gonna face him for it.
Oh my god.
I mean, at least Scarlett was nice to look at, but
Can't Scarlett go for the title? Like, I don't like intergender wrestling, but like, don't give it to Karrion Kross.
well, that's what NXT is doing, and they had a team who isn't a team beat the best team they have, Undisputed Era.
I hope MSK wins the Dusty Classic. If they don't push the MSK, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm hoping that for the women's Dusty tournament, I'm hoping that Dakota Kai and Raquel win, and for the men's, I hope that MSK wins.
Yeah, I mean, MSK do the flips and stuff, but they don't do it as much as god dang. They balance it. Like, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Rey Mysterio. He balances it, or like, you know, people like that. They balance it. If you balance the flips, okay. But if you're like Rey Fenix, that has to do a flip every like 1.5 seconds, then you're awful.
Well, Austin said, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm glad we watched AEW. I mean, AEW wasn't much better. It's not like it was a good show.
No, it wasn't much better. The first 2 matches, I mean, the Battle Royal was okay. I always love Battle Royals unless they're putting tables and like freaking like people with no legs in them. Like, if it's not like that. But like, I mean, the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match was good besides the ending.
Yeah.
And then we got the rest of the show, and then it just sucked. But I mean, at least there was 2 good things.
It kind of sucks because we're not going to hear Jim Cornette talk about NXT this week, because on the last week's review of NXT and AEW, they said that they're not going to watch NXT anymore because to them it's that bad to where they can't even watch it anymore. That's sad that NXT is worse than AEW. What happened to NXT?
Like, I don't know, cause like they were praising it. They were praising NXT.
It was the best show they had for a while.
Yeah.
But now SmackDown's better than NXT, and I didn't think I'd ever say that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't watch NXT regularly until it came on USA. So I just watched like the pay-per-views. And I would always go to the pay-per-views before the shows and be like, "Oh my god, this is so much better than the actual WWE product."
Yeah, that's exactly how I was.
Yeah,
I didn't really watch
so
the
like,
weekly television, but I would watch the takeovers.
Yeah, so like,
NXT
you would sit there and watch Pete Dunne versus Walter and be like, "Oh my god, this is definitely going to be better than what we're going to watch tomorrow."
Mm-hmm. And they always knew how to build up the right people and have really good storylines, and everybody got a chance.
Dude, I freaking loved, like, I don't like Johnny Gargano at all, but I love the series of matches that Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole had, and then the series of matches that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano had.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like Johnny Gargano, and everybody should know that by now. Like,
Johnny Same Face, as
yeah,
Jim
like
Cornette
he
calls
sucks. He
him.
sucks so bad. He's so bland in every way, but somehow he actually got a reaction out of me with those series of matches, both
Oh,
of
but
those series.
he's a 3-time North American champion, Austin.
I don't care. I would rather Leon Ruff as the champion more than him.
Well, and another thing that NXT doesn't have now is Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, so they're down 2 people.
Did Rhea Ripley debut on the main roster yet?
Nope. Nope. She wasn't on NXT either, so I don't know what they're doing with her. Unless she's going to be on SmackDown.
If she goes, why would they bring her to SmackDown? They should have put Damian Priest on SmackDown and Rhea Ripley on Raw.
Nope, Damian Priest was
But
on
no.
Raw, so...
They're gonna do the opposite, aren't they? They're gonna put her on SmackDown where she's not needed.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see Rhea Ripley versus Sasha. I think that'd be a really good match. But
It would be a good match.
Raw needs her more than SmackDown.
I mean, unless they put Bianca on Raw.
I don't know. Unless she chooses to go for... Well, you know damn well Charlotte, regardless, is going to get a title shot at Mania. You know damn well, since she's not tag champions with Asuka anymore, that's what they're going to do. So, I'm like I said, I assume it's going to be Sasha versus Bianca for the SmackDown title and Asuka versus Charlotte for the Raw title. But, I mean, plans could change, but that's what my prediction is.
God dang it, Rhea Ripley's gonna be freaking relegated to the goddamn Battle Royal on the pre-show.
You know,
isn't she?
Women's Battle Royal.
Are they gonna do the Andre the Giant Memorial this year? They did the Royal Rumble.
I don't know. I mean, one thing I could see them doing is someone pointed this out today. They got a screenshot from the Royal Rumble, and the spot where Rhea and Bianca went over the top rope, both of Bianca's feet actually did touch the floor apparently, but they didn't call it. So people were saying that Rhea should be the winner. So I'd like to see them do Bianca versus Rhea versus Sasha. But
that would actually be good. That I actually would like to see that. I mean, Bianca would probably win because of the hype and stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
I just found it interesting that people were pointing that out, and people kept atting WWE like they care.
They don't care. Vince doesn't care.
Nope. I guess if we want to provide some wrestling news on here, Lars Sullivan also got fired yesterday. If anybody
who cares? I mean, nobody cares.
Apparently,
last time I saw Lars Sullivan, he was talking about how, you know, they bullied me, and you know what I did? I made them scream and cry. It was so bad.
Apparently, from what I saw, the reason that he got fired was not because of all the stuff he did in the past. It was because, like, recently he was supposed to be on a bunch of shows, but he keeps no-showing events, so they fired him, I guess. That's what I saw. I don't know if it's true.
That's okay. He'll be in AEW by next freaking week.
God. Put him in Chaos Theory.
No, what they'll do, I know exactly what they'll do. For all his mistakes and things in the past, they'll put him in a therapy session like they did with Sammy Guevara. And then he'll be back like 2 weeks later.
Maybe they'll put Lars Sullivan in the Inner Circle.
Oh God!
Or maybe he'll be in the Elite.
Oh.
Or maybe, just maybe, he'll be playing video games with Miro.
Oh my God!
Or
he'll be kicking with freaking Orange Cassidy.
Or maybe they'll put him with Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus.
Oh my God!
Or he could be with Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor.
He can learn to be a best friend.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe he'll join Pac's group, whatever they're called.
Oh, the Death Triangle.
Yeah, Death Triangle.
It'll be the Death Square.
The Death Rhombus.
Oh my God.
The Death Trapezoid.
The Death Diamond.
Oh my God. Who knows what AEW would do with him? Maybe the fucking Cody will back out of the match and they'll do Lars Sullivan versus Shaq.
Oh my god.
Who knows? Maybe he'll be part of Team Taz, or maybe he'll freaking face Darby Allin for the TNT title. Who knows?
Maybe he'll face Sting.
Or maybe Lars Sullivan will go to Impact.
Oh no. They don't do background checks there.
We could see Lars Sullivan versus Sammy Callahan in a barbed wire.
Tommy Dreamer.
Oh god. Yeah, freaking Lars Sullivan versus Tommy Dreamer, or fucking Lars Sullivan versus Moose
Lars Sullivan versus Eric Young.
versus Rich Swann.
Versus god dang Eddie Edwards.
Freaking oh god.
Brian
Oh.
Myers.
Yeah, freaking a handicap match. Lars Sullivan versus Brian Myers and Matt Cardona.
Versus Swoggle.
Yeah, have them be a team.
Oh my god.
Who knows? You'll never know with Impact or AEW. Maybe Austin, maybe just maybe Lars Sullivan will be like Darren Young and go to New Japan.
Oh god. Imagine freaking Lars Sullivan versus Tama Tonga. Or freaking Lars Sullivan versus Bad Luck Fall. Oh god.
Lars Sullivan versus Kota Ibushi.
Oh gee, Lars Sullivan versus Haku.
Lars Sullivan versus fucking Okada.
Lars Sullivan versus Will Ospreay.
Lars Sullivan versus Hiromu Takahashi.
Oh god, freaking Lars Sullivan versus Kenta.
Maybe we could see Lars Sullivan versus Kenta versus John Moxley. Oh,
Oh,
I got the perfect match. Lars Sullivan versus Minoru Suzuki.
oh my god, Lars Sullivan versus
Lars Sullivan versus Ishii.
Oh god, Lars Sullivan versus Jay White.
Ew. God. Anywhere he goes, no one's gonna want to see him wrestle. Maybe he'll go to Ring of Honor.
Maybe he'll go to UFC and face freaking
And Lars Sullivan
Lars-
on Bellator MMA.
Lars Sullivan versus Jake Hager in the Bellator fight.
God.
Maybe he'll go to boxing and we'll see Jake Paul versus Lars Sullivan.
Ew. No, freaking Lars Sullivan versus Floyd Mayweather.
Lars Sullivan versus Mike Tyson.
Lars Sullivan versus Logan Paul or KSI.
Oh
God.
my god.
The doors are wide open. Oh, maybe they'll bring him back for WrestleMania, and we can see Lars Sullivan versus Bad Bunny.
Oh no.
God, I guarantee Bad Bunny's gonna be facing The Miz at WrestleMania.
It's gonna be Miz, or it's gonna be. Oh no. Would they do Damian Priest like that?
Damian
Bad Bunny
Priest
and
and
Damian
Bad Bunny
Priest
versus Miz and Morrison.
Miz and Morrison.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I'm predicting it right now. That's what Damian Priest freaking first run is gonna be, facing Bad Bunny in a fucking tag team match. I mean, teaming with Bad Bunny in a fucking tag team match.
God. If
Why
they're ruining 3 stars. They're ruining 3 stars right there.
Like, seriously, how is Bad Bunny such a big celebrity that they want to keep him around? He's not giving
I
them
don't know.
ratings. Bad Bunny's most
We might have to do
popular
a part
song.
2 here in a minute.
Alright, I'm already on part 2. Fucking
Oh.
Bad Bunny, like, his most popular song is not even his song. It's a song he features on Cardi B's song. Like,
Jesus.
his
Maybe he
Royal
can have
Rumble
Cardi
thing was
B in his corner.
his Royal Rumble thing was fucking trash. It was the worst segment of the show. So why would anybody want more Bad Bunny?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, Snoop Dogg in AEW is one thing, but at least Snoop is, I understand, because Snoop is popular. Everybody knows
And
who
he's
Snoop Dogg
affiliated
is.
with wrestling.
Exactly. But Bad Bunny? I mean, for Christ's sake, that'd be as bad if they had fucking goddamn, God, fucking, like, Lil Uzi Vert on WWE or fucking.
No,
Well, they
it'd
did
be
have
worse.
Machine Gun Kelly before, but or
Lil
like
Pump.
or Lil
Lil Pump.
Yachty.
Oh god.
Fucking Fetty Wap.
Hey, Lil Yachty did mention Hulk Hogan one time, but he
Or
mentioned it in the sentence with 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm shocked that they didn't just freaking get Cardi B since the Raw Legends night was so popular because of her. I'm shocked that they didn't reach out to Cardi B to get her on
Oh, it's
WrestleMania.
okay. They'll get Cardi B and Snooki, and they'll put them against Tamina and Nia Jax.
Oh, good.
Because
Great.
Snooki wants to make a wrestling return, remember?
Wonderful. Maybe we could see freaking Snooki and Cardi B versus Lana and Naomi. Since Naomi's
Oh,
relegated to being in a team with Lana now, since she just came back and she was on SmackDown, but now magically she's on Raw. And magically AJ Styles is on SmackDown now when he was on Raw.
Snooki and Cardi B versus Eva Marie and Lana.
That makes me wonder, what is Carlito going to do at WrestleMania? He's going to have a shit run.
Oh, he probably is.
He's going to get John Morrison. At
Oh,
least John
no,
Morrison
don't-
has The Miz to hang on to, but what does Carlito have?
doesn't have Primo and Epico.
Nope. They're going to put him in a freaking team with I don't even know who. Maybe they'll put Carlito in the Lucha House Party.
Oh no!
I don't know. How about this? How about freaking have Carlito go for the United States title? Because Carlito was a former U.S. champion. As a matter of fact, I believe he was the first person
Was he
to
Intercontinental
defeat.
Champion before?
Yeah, but he was also U.S. champion. He was the first person to defeat John Cena for the U.S. title.
Give him a world title run. He could face Drew. Give him a world title run. It could be a Grand
Carlito
Slam.
versus Drew McIntyre. I mean,
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
if Vince is all about size, just look at Carlito. Jesus.
Dude, Carlito looks like he freaking... Those apples were like laced with steroids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but no, you know what they're doing with him now? He's teaming with Jeff Hardy against Elias and Jackson Riker.
Oh,
That
but
feud's gonna
he
go
can't
till
team
Mania.
with Jeff no more because Jeff's teaming with Ricochet on main event.
Freaking maybe at WrestleMania they'll do Jeff Hardy and Carlito versus Jackson Riker and Elias in a ladder match or something.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is, like, Jeff Hardy and Carlito actually fought in a ladder match, and it was a really, really good ladder match too. I think it was for the Intercontinental title as well.
No, just imagine. It's going to be a fatal four-way. Jeff Hardy, Carlito, Jackson Riker, and Elias. Whoever wins gets their release. Because you know they don't want to stay.
Yeah, freaking it'll be Carlito's apple, Jeff Hardy's drugs, and Elias's guitar hanging above the ring.
Oh, don't forget freaking Jackson Riker's political tweets.
And put those up there too as political beliefs. The winner gets canceled. There you go. Fucking whatever. But yeah, that was your fucking goddamn review of AEW and NXT for February 3rd, 2021. Sorry, AEW Beach Break and NXT.
I mean, our next review is going to be NXT TakeOver Vengeance Nights.
Mm-hmm. And then Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
I mean, if you're looking at, are they going to have an Elimination Chamber for the WWE title and the Universal title? And if so, who the fuck are they going to put in both of those matches? They have no contenders on any of these shows.
You know who they could put in the WWE one?
Drew
WWE
McIntyre.
Championship. The Drew McIntyre, Carlito, Randy Orton.
Put Damian Priest in there. Fuck it. They won't.
Yeah,
but
Damian Priest.
They won't. It's more likely going to
The
be.
Fiend will. There'll be an empty space, and the Fiend will return in the pod.
Oh. No, here's what it'll be. It'll be freaking Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Goldberg, freaking.
Oh no!
Freaking god dang, I don't even know. God. Maybe
That's
Edge.
the thing. Wait, think about it. If they have Goldberg has 2 matches every year, he used one.
I don't know. According to
Oh,
everybody on
no.
Instagram, Goldberg versus Drew at the Rumble was apparently Goldberg's final match, but I don't believe that.
No, oh,
Cause
I'm
freaking
thinking
Drew McIntyre
if
tweeted, he said hashtag thank you Goldberg.
wait a minute. If Edge goes for the NXT title, Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. Oh God, it hurts to say that. And whoever versus Drew McIntyre. That would be
Oh, for the Universal title, it's gonna be Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, fucking they're gonna put Braun Strowman in there.
oh yeah.
AJ Styles probably, because AJ
I mean, I
always
don't mind
gets put in
AJ Styles.
he always gets put in the championship stuff, even if he has nothing to do with it. Oh, for
Yeah.
the Raw one, they're likely probably gonna put Sheamus in there too.
Wait, AJ Styles is on Raw.
He was on SmackDown last week with Omos.
But what?
AJ was on SmackDown. So I mean Naomi's on Raw.
Don't tell me we're doing the wild card rule again.
I think people are just getting traded. Just they're not announcing it.
I mean, AJ Styles really has nothing to do on Raw, so I don't blame him.
I mean,
at least they put if Naomi's on Raw, that's a good thing, right? Because like,
she's in a team with Lana. How is that a good thing?
well, if they break it off,
they're not
have
gonna.
Lana turn. I mean, I'm trying to look on the bright side. I'm trying to look on the bright side. Okay.
Well, you gotta stop doing that because with WWE there is no bright side.
Well, with AEW and freaking other companies, some that will not be mentioned, Impact, there's no bright side either.
Oh yeah, but there's so much to love about wrestling now, Austin. You just don't
So
understand.
much. Yeah, well, you just don't understand, Demo. I don't understand.
Kenny Omega is the best wrestler in the world, Austin. You just don't understand.
And you know, if Sting can wrestle, Goldberg can wrestle, which I don't agree with any of them.
AEW combining with Impact and New Japan is cool, and it's the greatest thing that's ever happened in the history of wrestling. It's not like, WCW and ECW combined with WWE in the past or anything. It's not like it's never been done before.
Yeah.
It's not like there was a whole invasion angle or anything.
Yeah, it's not like there was a whole train wreck where a lot of stars got buried.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, for example, DDP was turned to a stalker.
I mean, just look at how Impact stars are getting buried by AEW.
Yeah.
From this whole collab, but Impact doesn't care because they're leeching onto AEW for relevance.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for Eddie Edwards to come out in AEW and with a freaking mop with face paint on it and be kissing the mop and just not like get a divorce from his wife.
God.
Can't wait.
Now if New Japan's gonna be a part of that too, who knows what's gonna fucking happen? You know goddamn well they're gonna have the Elite beat the Bullet
freaking Club. Tama Tonga is gonna be doing some goddamn like 7 Deadly Sins Raven gimmick or something.
I mean, I will admit the idea of AEW, Impact, and New Japan working together, the idea of it is cool, but the execution is very bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think Impact was already working with AAA, which they were just working with batteries, so I don't know. Or actually, I know 2 different AAAs, batteries, and the alcohol abuse meetings.
Oh,
is that what Ray Phoenix is doing? Is he just he must be going like drinking with Finn Balor? Must be drinking some pints.
God, but it's just I don't know. There's so much to love about wrestling now. I just can't find a way to love all of it correctly.
I know, man. There's so much that I just can't love any of it because there's just too much.
I'll be honest, I was genuinely excited for the Royal Rumble. I was excited the whole time watching it. I was invested. And it's been a long time since I felt like that watching a wrestling show, but now that that's over, I know that, first of all, we got Elimination Chamber, and then we got Fastlane. Fastlane has never ever been good, so I know that show's gonna be
Don't
disappointing.
forget Revolution.
Oh yeah, AEW has a pay-per-view Revolution as well, but don't forget, Austin, Impact also has another pay-per-view.
No. That's when we draw the line.
I don't even remember what it was called now, but
I don't freaking know. We're not watching it.
freaking. And then there's WrestleMania, which I'm hoping will be good, but I don't know. I would rather have WrestleMania in one day than across 2 days, but
Yeah, that's gonna be something where we either have to do 2 reviews or we were gonna have to do a review on the Monday after of just all of it.
God, WrestleMania night 1 review, night 2, Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's better watching it 2 nights than watching an 8-hour WrestleMania all in one
I
sitting?
mean, by 35 when the main event was on, like
No
I
one
was
cared.
done. Like
The main
no
event
one
was horrible
cared.
too.
Yeah, like
The last
I didn't like.
the last part of that WrestleMania I cared about was when Kofi won the title. After that, I didn't care about anything else after.
Okay, let's see what was the card.
It
Freaking
started off with Rollins and
FTR.
Brock.
Well, FTR lost their titles to
To
freaking
Hawkins and Ryder.
yeah.
Kurt
So
Hawkins'
then, and
first
that was
win,
the
he broke the losing
pre-show,
streak.
and then Braun Strowman won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Then it was Brock and Seth,
And
which
Brock
I
dropped
didn't
the
care
title to
about in the
Seth,
slightest.
and Seth went on the worst Universal title reign.
Yeah.
Well, second to Goldberg, I guess.
Oh God! And then they had Miz versus Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then oh, Roman versus Drew. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Oh my
And Kurt Angle's
God.
final match, and
Oh, don't forget Batista's final match.
Batista and Triple H went for like a half hour in a slow
Dude,
last man standing match or whatever. No holds
the
barred.
only good matches on that show was Randy Orton and AJ Styles.
Oh,
and
don't forget Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio that lasted like 20 seconds because Rey Mysterio was injured.
I know.
And don't forget Thugonomics John Cena interrupting Elias. Oh, and don't forget the most important moment of the night. Alexa Bliss being the host of WrestleMania. And who does she bring out? Hulk Hogan.
Because that's who we wanted to bring out.
The only thing I cared
mean,
about was Daniel and Kofi. That was really the only thing.
I liked Daniel and Kofi, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but I liked Orton and Styles.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That one was good too. And then freaking
Yeah.
probably the worst match on the show: Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte.
Oh
for
my
both
God.
titles.
For one, it was predictable. It was going to be Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought that they were going to put it on Charlotte or Ronda, because Ronda was leaving to supposedly either deal with her bunkers or have a family. I don't know.
Yeah, she also broke her hand in that match apparently.
Yeah,
well.
so I guess the bunkers weren't fixed until after her hand.
Oh, she was
got...
taking care of her farm animals on Browsy Acres.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She had to take care of her farm animals.
And she wanted to quote unquote start a family, but it's almost 2 years later, and she
What
still
happened to
hasn't.
that? 2 years later, a Facebook gaming thing, and conspiracy theories later.
Yeah, she has an exclusive deal with Facebook Gaming, the top tier streaming site.
How much do they pay her?
I don't know. She must
it
get
can't
that Mark
be much.
Zuckerberg money.
Like, and then like Charlotte, they had already gave her a title. Like they had her beat Asuka.
So my thing,
And then
my thing with that was Charlotte was like shoehorned into that. It should have just been Becky versus Ronda. Charlotte didn't even need to be a part of it, but they just put her. Oh, we forgot a match. Freaking Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics versus Sasha Banks and Bayley.
I actually liked that match because that was when they were actually pushing the Iconics. And then you know what they did?
Was it Nia Jax and Tamina in that match too?
Yep. But you know what they did after they gave the Iconics the titles?
They never defended
Nothing. No, they had one defense and then they lost it.
Mm-hmm. But we ain't even.
And they were eliminated first.
We ain't even supposed to be talking about Mania 35.
I know. We went from AEW Beach Break to NXT to all what's supposedly good in wrestling, then WrestleMania 35.
Yeah, because I mean, I want WrestleMania 37 to be good, but I don't know if it will.
I
Hopefully, they
don't
at least have
know.
a crowd of some
I
sort.
mean, they're supposed to do 25% capacity.
Hopefully, but I don't know. It really depends on the card they put together. That'll depend on how good it is. I mean, if they get freaking, if they have Sasha versus Bianca, that's a good match. I mean, I don't want to see Charlotte versus Asuka, but it'll probably be a good match because they always have good matches. It's just you don't want to see it again. Uh, if they get Finn Balor and Edge on there, that's good. Uh, Roman,
If they get Daniel Bryan versus Roman,
I hope so. I don't know if they will. That would be great. Drew and I'd like to see Drew and Damian Priest, but they're not going to push him that fast.
no.
I would say Keith Lee, but he has COVID, so who knows when he's coming back.
Yeah, but then again, we've seen Keith Lee and Drew twice.
Maybe we'll have Drew versus Sheamus, and Sheamus is attacking Drew McIntyre now for some reason, even though they were teammates. But now they're
Wait,
attacking
did he
each other.
attack? Did he attack Drew?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. he's like after whatever match or something Drew had on Raw, Sheamus attacked him.
God dang it, Vince! I can't understand you. Like I don't.
Oh, we'll probably get freaking. I don't even know. Fucking Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Natalia, not Natalia, versus. You know what? I bet they're gonna do Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Lana and Naomi versus Natalia and Tamina versus like Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans or something like that.
God, that would be. No one would win in that situation. The audience would lose. The audience would lose, dude.
Oh, by the way, Charlotte's stuff is going now. Would you rather see Charlotte versus Asuka or Charlotte versus Lacey Evans at Mania?
Oh my god.
Because those are the two things Charlotte's in right now.
You know, I regret saying I like Lacey Evans because I don't like her no more. God, I liked her in NXT.
As a matter of fact, in that tag team match, they'll probably throw the Riot Squad in there, but they won't win anything.
No, they won't win because they're the only team, and they can't have that. You can't have the tag team titles be won by an actual team.
What I want to
That's
see,
just blasphemy.
I want to see Liv Morgan turn on Ruby Riot or whatever, and I want to see Liv Morgan if Bianca wins the title or not, whoever is the champion, I want to see Liv Morgan be elevated to a championship match because she still hasn't had a championship match ever. Ruby Riot's had a women's championship match before. She didn't win, but
because it was in the Ronda Rousey era.
Oh, she had a championship match against Charlotte too, and she lost.
Oh, did she? I didn't even see Charlotte's reigns. I don't even care. Well, that explains it. That freaking explains it.
But yeah, fucking.
I know her and Ronda was at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Freaking, I don't know what they're. We'll see. We'll see once we get there. But our next reviews is going to be the very next one coming up is Takeover Takeover Vengeance Day, and then Elimination Chamber.
I heard the Chamber is on the 21st.
Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not like last year because it sucked last year.
Yeah, freaking Shayna looked dominant, but
Yeah.
Shoden wasn't dominant.
But anyhow, that's gonna be it for this review. There was our review of NXT and AEW and our little tangent that we went on. But next time you see a review will be February 14th for Takeover Vengeance Day. Hopefully that show will be good. I don't know. I mean, it has a decent card, so we'll see. But I don't know.
I mean, aren't they gonna? Wouldn't they have the finals on a Takeover, or are they gonna do the finals before Takeover and make that the tag team championship?
I don't know. The semifinals of the tournament are next week. So,
wait, who are the tag team champions?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. Let me look this up. I don't know. Who are the current NXT Tag Team Champions? Breezango.
What? No way.
That's what it says. Actually, hold on. The current champions are Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
Well, that's why I don't care then.
Yeah.
That's why it's a blur.
I don't know. I looked up current NXT Tag Team Champions. The first thing that came up was Breezango, and then the next thing came up is said that they were defeated in October by Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan have had those titles since October?
I guess so. I mean, the last time I seen them was in the War Games.
Oh my god. Paul Levesque, Triple H, Trips.
Shawn
What are you
Michaels
doing?
as well.
Shawn.
He said Regal.
Yeah, Regal. What are you doing?
Isn't Road Dogg part of NXT Creative too?
Road Dogg. I can't explain Road Dogg, man. He's probably shake, rattle, and roll, and he's probably not even doing freaking.
So, we're about to see Austin's Triple H tirade. He said, "Paul Levesque, what are you doing?"
Like what is he doing with Killer Cross?
He's going for the Cruiserweight Championship, Austin.
He's going for the Cruiserweight. He's going for the Cruiserweight title. He's going for 50 million other people, and he's going for the World title.
Oh, don't worry, Austin. After Vengeance Day, I'm sure he'll be going for Johnny Gargano too.
Oh my god!
And maybe, just maybe, he'll randomly go for the tag team titles on his own.
With who?
Scarlett? I don't know. Who knows, Austin?
I mean, since everybody likes intergender wrestling, maybe Paul is looking. Hey, Paul Levesque, you might want to do some freaking intergender.
Maybe after Vengeance Day, we'll see Killer Cross and Scarlett versus Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae.
Oh my god. I would like to see that because Johnny and Candice would get demolished.
Who knows, Austin? Maybe next Killer Cross will attack Io Shirai and face her for the women's championship.
Oh my god, dude.
Maybe Killer Cross will go to freaking NXT UK and attack Walter for the NXT UK championship. Who knows?
Actually, that would be good.
Walter
versus Killer Cross.
Maybe freaking randomly Killer Cross will show up on fucking goddamn. Oh god. Maybe this is what's gonna happen, Austin. Maybe freaking Killer Cross is gonna start showing up on 205 Live.
No, you don't. Don't be. Stop.
He might even show up at the fucking Performance Center.
Oh. Who knows? He might go to Mania and face Bad Bunny.
You never know. Maybe you never thought of this. Maybe it'll be Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Killer Cross and Scarlett for the women's tag team championships. No, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be freaking Killer Cross versus Braun Strowman for that Saudi Arabia title.
No.
Fucking book it. Killer Cross versus Braun Strowman at Crown Jewel.
No. Don't have another Crown Jewel show.
You know what? They're gonna have Killer Cross show up at Superstar Spectacle.
It already happened.
Face Jinder Mahal.
No.
Or maybe since Killer Cross is so obsessed with time, he can go back in time to Superstar Spectacle and face Jinder Mahal and Mansoor and the Bollywood Boys.
No.
Matter of fact, maybe randomly Killer Cross will enter himself in the Dusty Tag Team Classic. and win the whole
Oh my.
thing. You never
Oh
know
no,
what
he's not
Killer
gonna.
Cross is gonna do.
He's gonna do the women's tag team classic.
You know his part. You know who his partner is gonna be? Lars Sullivan.
No.
There you go.
Remember when Lawler Sullivan got a world title shot?
Yeah, and against Aleister Black, and Aleister Black
And
freaking black masked him and broke his jaw.
yeah, but before that he botched the black mass.
Yeah, I mean that was like back then. That was when I was like, okay, Lars Sullivan could be something, but nope.
Yeah.
Who knows? Also, maybe Killer Cross will go back to Impact.
No, don't say that.
Maybe we'll see Killer Cross versus Kenny Omega on AEW.
In the stream. I can't.
You know what a dream match is, Austin? Killer Cross versus Orange Cassidy, and have Killer Cross
Turn it off.
sell for
Turn it
Orange
off.
Cassidy.
Turn it off.
Put Killer Cross in the inner circle.
No.
Have Killer Cross playing video games with Miro.
No.
Put Killer Cross in the Jurassic Express. There you go.
Oh, just
Killer Cross versus Shaq.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What we need is Killer Cross versus Snoop Dogg on AEW.
No.
No, we need Killer Cross and Scarlett versus Shaq and Jade Cargill.
Oh my god.
Oh god, dude. Oh my god. That would be Austin's wet dream.
Yo.
You never know with Killer Cross. He could end up anywhere for any title, for any reason. You'll know once you see Scarlett start showing up in the distance.
No, man.
Oh my god. We'll be watching the next Impact pay-per-view and freaking Scarlett will show up.
No, we're not watching.
Sammy Callahan.
No.
You never know. Maybe we'll get Killer Cross versus Sting on AEW.
Oh my god, you're making my skin crawl.
You know what the absolute best match we could have is WrestleMania Killer Cross versus Goldberg.
Oh, get off. I'm not.
Thank you for watching this review. See you later. As Austin keeps wet dreaming about these matches.
Nah,